Hi, I'm Ethan Blau, CEO of Soundwave Customs, or the guy that put the sounds and the lighting in the duck truck. I met Jeremiah and Rachel just as customers coming in. They came in looking for speakers. Once they told me their story and their cause, it actually was really near and dear to my heart, so I ended up just giving them the speakers for another truck that he installed those on, and just kind of went from there. Soundwave Customs is a locally owned brick and mortar car stereo, accessories, and custom fabrication facility. We've been in business a little over 5 years now. I currently have 6 employees on my staff. We work on pretty much anything and everything from cars and vehicles to trucks and boats and motorcycles, power sports, golf carts, you name it. We do a lot of different types of installs, repair work, and integration into vehicles. So Jeremiah was over there when they were in my shopping center when the room was over there. He was friends with the owners of that, and so he had some of the vans parked out back, and he came in looking for some speakers, and he picked out some on my I have a used shelf or cart up front by my door. It's just old display stuff or stuff we're trying to get rid of. He had all these speakers, and I asked him what he was putting them in, obviously a general question because they matter on sizing and applications. He told me his story, and it just kind of instantly touched my heart, and it's like, well, man, that's cool. It just kind of set me back for a second, and I know for a fact there's nothing else like that I've heard of in Hampton Roads. I also, like myself, I consider what I do is unique and how I built my business. So I related in that aspect, but I also related in the aspect of what he's doing for these people and how selfless that is of him and his wife and his organization. So I just ended up giving him the speakers, and he was kind of blown away by that. And it's like, man, really? No, I'll pay for them. It's and they've been sitting there for a couple months, and just take them. They're going for a better cause. Then when he got the duck truck, he brought that by here, and we had worked out a deal to do the system in there from scratch. And I wanted to be a part of that, and I still want to be a part of future vans. So that's how we met, and I guess with my story, just what he's doing for these people that don't have a lot of options, that aren't well off for many different reasons, that have been through all these trials and tribulations, and unfortunately in this country we take for granted all the little things we have. To have a truck, to go around, and to do that for these people is absolutely amazing. Taking a cell phone out of our pocket for turning a song on in your house, in your work, on your earbuds, in your car, we don't think twice of it at all. Those people maybe didn't hear their favorites, they haven't heard their favorite song in 6 months, a year, years, because they don't have that luxury.
Kind of speaking on that, you gave the speakers to Jeremiah. He installed them on one of our vans, and we did winter shows.
Yeah.
We would always ask when people were going in to take a shower, like, hey, what song do you want to listen to? They'd just be like, man, you know what I haven't heard of in a long time? And they come out of the shower, and they would be like, man, the shower was awesome, but the music was even better. So you guys were a huge part.
Well, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. I'm glad to hear it. And that's one of the reasons I kind of got in this industry. Is because music's life. So it's a big portion of a lot of people's lives. It really moves you. Different types of music, different genres of music, and I think that's always going to be a part of any human culture. Period. I want to say a middle school project. It was part of the curriculum to do a couple hours of community service that had to do with helping people out. I don't think there was a stipulation as far as what kind of people or how you helped them out, but you had to do something with helping people out. I told my mom, I ended up picking to go to a nursing home or elderly home and help out patients that didn't have much family, whether it's extended family, any family left, or that had family out of state or out of town that didn't get to see them much. So they just kind of would not get many visitations or not get many holiday or birthday cards or not even be able to go outside or to the store. You have to have permission and sign all these documents and stuff like that. So that was what we decided. I told my mom, obviously I'm in middle school, so my parents had to be a part of it, and she was all for it, and we did some research, and we found the right facility that was all for it, that really helped us out and paired us with the right person. I think the assignment was only a certain amount of hours or a certain amount of days, because obviously we were middle school kids, so they couldn't tell us to do, it wasn't community service or anything like that. I ended up making it multiple years, and then I ended up going from 1 patient to 2 to I think we had 3 because of just the time. Taking the first gentleman to 7-Eleven was like him going to Disney World. I mean, just the excitement in his face. He hasn't been out in years. He didn't have any family that came to visit him. He was of well mind. His physical health was not good. That's why he was there. He was in a wheelchair. He couldn't walk for whatever reason. real sweet guy. He just loved having conversation, telling stories, and of course me as a kid, I loved doing the same thing. And you know, we would tell stories of different walks of life, of course 2 different age groups, and then like I said, we got the permissions to take him out of the facility. Like going to the store, you know, was just an amazing experience. So that's kind of my experience with them. Eventually, you know, I had different things going when in high school, and we eventually dwindled that down a little bit, unfortunately. But I'll never forget the experience. So I kind of relate to that as kind of what you guys are doing for 99 for the One, and what Jeremiah and his wife had started and their idea. It's just real selfless, and there's those people. And I think especially older people, and it really touches personal from my parents. My mom actually has a really severe version of dementia, if you will. So, but also it's because that's one thing we all have in common, from race to ethnicity, or to color to religion. We're all gonna get old, and I think we treat old people, or even, you know, homeless people, we treat them different because they're not like us, or it's kind of an inconvenience. You know, I think that's where it touches with me, because like I said, we could all be there like that, no problem. The old thing is definitely guaranteed. And so when you have a baby coming in this world, everybody wants to babysit the baby, hold the baby, buy the baby stuff, and it's the cutest, take a million pictures, and it's the cutest thing ever. And that's somebody coming into this world. When somebody's starting to go out of this world, or, you know, is of a convenience, we just kind of brush them off, and that's just society, and it's unfortunate. So to have people like you guys, the world needs more, and if I could contribute in any small way, I'm 100% for it.